Dear Jay, no rest, brother, no rest. My home torn up, myself broke as a motherfucker. That in this century I, on the other side of the world, sans hype, sans hope, sans ease, sans soap, should share your species, much less your color or your habits. I, writing in the dark, am yours in hope. Love, always.
Letter from CLB, 24 September 1970, Mexico City.
Like the history of non-history, as they say, I am, as you know, continuing a proud tradition of pen and paper. You and I, as we do, can both fantasize about our post-apocalyptic existences, but luckily, I think we're only momentarily there. The truth is, I don't know how to experience this without you. So I guess that's why I'm writing this now, even though I know I'll just hand it to you when you get here, or when I get out.
Letter from A, 15 March 1925, Posey, Indiana.
Not unlike our son, Christopher, stood like a mountain lion, always on guard, always ready to spar, hat tipped back, eyes glassy and slightly crossed, brow furrowed.
Dear Jay.
Letter from F, 20 January 2010, Port-au-Prince.
And cans full of meat falling from the sky, and the dark arms around me reaching for scraps, so I'll take your money, just so I don't have to hear about it at Easter. But fuck you and fuck your family.
Letter from PL, 22 October 1780, Frigate Junon off the coast of Saint-Pierre, Martinique.
I love you, I love you, I love you. You got that frizzy hair, soft skin, sex in the morning smile. If I could see you for a while.
For a while.
Letter from R, 3 May 2008, Labuda, Myanmar.
I watch the waves with a woman, someone else's woman, in love but torn, matrimonied and anxious, heart beside the grouse, strewn upon the wilks with wisps, whispers in willow bark, jaded by the sunflower, fern, and foxglove, stunning me to stay, watching the waves.
Letter from BBN, 1 September 1900, Galveston, Texas.
And then I broke myself down with $1, 50 cents and a half.
Letter from S, 25 April 1989, Maniganj, Bangladesh.
Make it habitable. Requires 4, 5, 6 more. K can't be serious. Joke's on him, because I've hidden. Me and FD, that is, we've hidden a few in the back, next to the boiler. Keeping it there for next month. Keeping it there for better times.
Letter from AB, 5 September 2005, New Orleans, Louisiana.
To paper, because if that's how the bureaucratic two-faced emergency management agency works, I don't have a fucking choice, do I? And I want you to know, it's not like it's that easy getting to a fax machine here, you know? It's not like there's one here. It takes more effort to...
Letter from J, 13 December 1999, Los Corrales, Venezuela.
What's a veteran? 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 What's a veteran?
Letter from VV, 31 July 1975, Jumadian, Henan Province.
He fought like a champ, but messed up real bad. Much more his problem, God rest his soul, since with his aggressive behavior and all. Shame about his mother, though. Poor woman, pale as a ghost, weighed like nothing in the end. Even I could lift her.
Letter from X, 20 September 1887, Jeonju, Hunan Province.
They call it a river of dreams, but it's a river of sorrows to us. To us, the brown men of this particular river region, the river, by whatever name, Mighty River, Riverdance, River to River, Riviera, Rio Grande, is a godsend. And you can use that word how you like. But we dig a little on the shores to pull up bones, while those a million years from now, with the privilege of history behind them, pull out alabaster, fixed in azurite, fixed in malachite, fixed in coal.
Letter from GBDDBG from DB. 10 January 1219, Trachter.
Fellow Frisians, it's not like I do this willingly. It's not like I tried to be hated by all of you, but if that's the outcome, then it's fine with me if it's fine with God. Not that God has any say in all this. After all, before his judgment comes the court's judgment, and we all know before the court's judgment comes your own. In your shops and in your stoops, and with your whispers and moans across the table, I warn you again, get down to Burgundy, to Eames, to anywhere else. This takes place next week. This takes place close by. And this is my last public comment on the matter. The rest I will profess in whispers to the deacon and his assistant, but neither the judge, nor the hangman, nor you will hear me whimper or hear me at all. Letter from yourself. Date, place. Dear yourself. Ingrown, old-timey nostalgia will get you every time. It's that sense of beauty among the rubble that whets your eyes. Yeah, there's beauty in the rubble, but not enough to make art from. Probably just enough to make porn from. And I do derive a whole lot of pleasure and satisfaction from watching people building. It reminds me of the good old days. The days with bluegrass on the porch. I'm just shitting myself. I don't know bluegrass. I'm from Queens. There's no bluegrass in Queens. There are porches, though. I know I could build a porch. I just couldn't sell said porch. And I can't promise my friends it's safe to sit in. No, you can't build porches with rotted 2x4s. Better to scavenge, squirrel away, obtain by squatters' rights your necessary I-beams, boards, bolts, and other such particulars needed to construct your own Walden. And put it someplace secret. Someplace with any color grass, I guess. A place without fences, like Dad wanted. The less you have to lose. To live with less is great if it's your choice, Henry. Envy the squatters, and envy the vagabonds. Envy the return-to-earth spiritualists. Envy the river folks, the farmhands, the placaters, the player haters, stingrays, shells on shells on shells of other shells, the natural timber, the unnatural soil, and the supernatural powers of fate. That kind of growth haunts you in the rot of your walls. Its silent partnership wets your eyes, lubricates your nose, sandpapers your throat. The amassed crowd singing that old song, singing, celebrating that they don't own anything, moving through this old, grown-over train line. This is a fucking wasteland. Put your goddamn camera away. Remember how you felt walking through it? You didn't feel any better. You didn't feel any gooder. Sincerely yours, yourself. But years ago. Some things may have changed for you since then.